Your question is, can I get pregnant one day before my period and still have my period? The short answer to this is yes, it is possible. You may have already looked online to find answers around this and not found very much helpful information at all. So let me tell you on information based on ladies, true stories from my channel. When ladies answer in the comments, they tell me what happened to them. And at least 5 ladies have had this happen to them. They've had sex just before their period started, had what they thought was their normal period, and then not thought anything about it, thought that they weren't pregnant that cycle, only to find out a few days later that they are actually pregnant. So how on earth can you still have your period? Surely the egg wouldn't embed in the lining in your womb. How is that possible? Well, yeah, it is really a beautiful miracle. And most gynecologists would say that there wouldn't be any lining left in your womb for an egg to embed. And also most women wouldn't ovulate that late in their cycle. But these things do happen. So why is it that you're wondering, do you know when you're ovulating? You know, the most important thing to know is when you are fertile, and then you can work out if it is or was possible for you. Do you know your signs of ovulation? Are you tracking your ovulation? That is the real big first question around this topic. So if you ovulate just before your period starts, which is actually possible, okay? We don't all ovulate in the middle of our cycle on these magical 12 to 14 days. That is kind of the average for a 28-day cycle. No, we're all completely different. And also ovulation can change. Over the years, you don't always ovulate at exactly the same time every single cycle. So it's really good to know what your natural symptoms are and if you can really feel those feelings around it. I've got another video where I talk about those natural signs of ovulation, so you can really get to know your body around there. Okay, so if you've ovulated really late on in your cycle and then you've had sex just whilst you're ovulating, then the egg can get fertilized. Why does your period still happen? I cannot really explain that in medical terms, why your period still happens, but then the lining of your womb is shed and still that fertilized egg magically makes it down and embeds itself into what's left of your womb lining. And it really is a beautiful miracle for when this happens for some women, because normally it wouldn't really be possible, but because it has happened to women who follow my channel and have commented this, we know that it is possible. And medical experts will all say it is possible, but very, very unlikely. Okay, so I really hope that helps you to understand what's going on in your body, but really make sure that you know when you've ovulated, because I know it can be like, oh my gosh, I've got to wait now until after my period. Could I actually be pregnant or not? And then you'll probably have to wait. So from the time you had sex and adding the days, you would need at least around 8 days for an egg to really properly implant and for those pregnancy hormones to be flowing around your body. So best to wait around 8 to 10 days before you even test. And also look out for those typical signs of pregnancy. I've got loads of videos about that. I was very in tune with my body. I intuitively knew when I was pregnant. I talk all about that in my other videos. They've been popping up along the top of the screen. Go and check them out because they'll really help you. And if you are trying to conceive and you've been on your trying to conceive journey for quite a while, I invite you to learn how to connect in with the energies in your womb. I'm a womb healer. I really deeply understand and communicate with my womb, and I help and guide you to do the same so that you can really understand what could be blocking you, what is putting you out of balance, and get that balance back in your life. So go ahead and you can get a free 5-step guide to womb healing where I take you through the steps, how to connect in with your womb and discover where you could have possible blockages so that you can understand them and start healing and releasing them and getting your beautiful feminine flow back in balance. And I love helping you with that. So go ahead and grab the link and your free guide, and I look forward to hearing from you. Take care.